Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. Here's a headline from the Crypto Basics. An expert says XRP could fall to 10 cents. Consequently, a few of industry experts have speculated that the XRP price could fall to 10 cents. One considers the possibility to be high. According to a second expert, the possibility exists, but the likelihood is low. Okay, here's the scoop. I won't pretend to agree with this because it's not something I enjoy, but I also don't think you need to be a TA guy to see why this isn't going to happen. I won't say definitely not, but barring a global catastrophe that causes a complete collapse of the stock market and cryptocurrency markets, I don't see this happening anytime soon. Nonetheless, apart from that sort of thing. Now, having said that, it's okay if analysts are willing to risk their credibility by assuming that anything like this is at least possible. I will gladly share the bad analyst thoughts as well as the positive ones from the channel, and it's not because I think they are wrong or anything. But I wanted to be upfront about the fact that, unless you're talking about something truly catastrophically horrible, I don't buy into this. But in the short term, it's reasonable to assume that cryptocurrencies could fall even further. Reputable analysts have even floated the possibility of XRP price rising to the $30 or $40, though I can't say for sure that will happen. Nonetheless, that wouldn't be nearly as absurd as XRP at 10 cents, which I briefly witnessed as the pandemic spread a few years ago. Things are heating up and turning bullish now, so we're heading back there. You two seem familiar with one another. But before we go any further, let me make it perfectly clear that I'm not a financial expert and am not giving any form of financial advice. Moreover, you know that you shouldn't act on my advice to buy or sell anything. I'm just a fan who occasionally posts videos to YouTube discussing random crypto-related things for kicks. Oh, and I'll get to this in a little bit. However, XRP-specific institutional funding is also drying up. So when I record this video, XRP is trading at 46 cents, Bitcoin is trading at $27,444, the market valuation for the asset class is $1.175 trillion, and Bitcoin's share of the market is 45.3%. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index has been relatively stable at 53 out of 100 for the past few days. So, traders currently have a neutral outlook. Okay, so this is the one I want to bring up right now, so let's do that. Okay. Again, I'm not saying I believe this, but it's interesting to hear that some industry watchers see this as a real possibility. Okay. Let's have another conversation about this or put them on the record, and we'll see what happens. Clearly, crypto is being driven by chart experts. And, hey, crypto has been right about a few things, including XRP, in general. Even though he has been warning about much lower pricing for XRP, they have just risen. Here's an XRP supporter who believes the currency will be quite valuable in the future. Please keep in mind that the focus of this article is not on those who just dislike XRP. No, that's not how it works. People that believe in XRP like them exist. Here's the thing, though, this is why crypto enthusiasts get excited. In the first week, he distributed this chart to the group without any labeling. He asked, "Does this make sense as a retracement from that strong impulse rally?" Before producing a chart and writing independently. The length of time represented by each candle in this XRP chart is 6 months. Anyone who says XRP can't drop below 10 cents is clearly not familiar with charts or price action on shorter time periods. It takes a very long time for this to play out, although it occurs frequently on longer timescales. To be clear, if Bitcoin falls to its lows of $15,000 to $16,000 again, this scenario becomes more likely. A 50% drop in Bitcoin's price from its present level would cause XRP to fall by 70% to 80%, bringing it back to its 10-penny lows. Okay, fine, that would be interesting, but how many people out there think we've hit bottom and how many people think we haven't? If we're talking about new lows, then sure, if November was the bottom and everyone who thinks that the bottoms are wrong, including myself, then that's it. Incredible shocker. But if we're talking record lows, then yeah, I guess it's anyone's guess. However, I will only go so far as to state that, with regards to price action, I have always attempted to adhere to the adage never say never, unless the situation in question was truly out of this world. But this one really pushes me to the limit. I'll say it again, if you're talking in terms of purely technical analysis, it seems completely off to me, because you can see the big picture and where things are headed by understanding how market cycles function conceptually. But again, if something causes a catastrophic collapse, it might lead to global despair. But that's always my disclaimer if there's something that triggers it. If you're just talking about emotional behaviors in isolation, without any sort of global despair or trigger on that level, I find it hard to believe that may be the case. Additionally, crypto enthusiast Love Crypto remarked, "Folks, I'm pretty confident that the next 4 to 6 months will bring crypto and equities alike to new lows. After a significant relief rally, the data shows that the tables are finally turning. Follow your convictions, whatever they may be. However, I pray that most of you will avoid the temptation to huddle. I tell you the truth and provide you the information you require. This is definitely bad news. My goal is to educate as many people as possible so they can make wise financial decisions and reduce the likelihood of catastrophic losses. Strictly limit your exposure to danger. And the launcher is safe for you to use." Yeah, well, in particular if you're referring to people who are trading, but I'll just say this, even if this dreadful scenario occurred, it wouldn't make me feel emotions, and it wouldn't cause me to behave any differently than I do right now. The lower the price goes, the less likely I am to sell, and the higher the price goes, the more likely I will eventually sell. If we ever see Tencent XRP again, which again, I find highly unlikely, but if we do, I will just continue to do precisely no. Because again, my bet doesn't change based on humans being emotional. For me, it's always been like that. I made a wager on XRP future value over 5 years ago, and it's either going to go to zero or it's going to hit a new high and enterprise discovery. Therefore, it is not over until any of those things occurs, and only one of them will. I'm confident that XRP will not just float around while the rest of the cryptocurrency market grows larger and larger. Unless adoption speeds up significantly, XRP won't do much more than flit around for a while. It will either become entirely obsolete, and adoption will cease, or its usefulness will decrease to zero. Or, it has a high monetary value. A binary bet is how I see it. That's why, regardless of the outcome, I won't be making any adjustments to my plan. To which I respond, well, I only put in money that I don't need when I'm putting it in, and that I'm willing to risk losing, because he's talking about risk management and stuff and I don't need the money. That's just how I handle it on a personal level. Therefore, I will not direct any of you. As for money matters, I never give counsel. Also, I don't advise others on what to purchase. That is just my perspective on things, though. To reiterate, there was a piece with the intriguing heading "Could XRP drop to 10 cents? Expert weighs in." Analyst Roman 2 Greg crypto chart is the topic of conversation. And that was the point he was making. The analyst didn't want to be identified. But, according to him, this analyst has been discussing the possibility of XRP reaching 10 cents. Now, I merely gave the viewpoint of the one analyst I've heard discussing this topic aside from him, of course, Adore Crypto. So, I think Greg Crypto was referring to Love Crypto, though it's possible that someone else was doing the same thing. So, I'm not sure. I'm only trying to piece things together, but my eagerness and the crypto you use will show. Also, he or she does not believe it is likely that XRP would drop to 10 cents but does believe that the existing structure of XRP is unstable. Hence, in Dr. Khaled's opinion. What do you think about Greg Crypto's controversial proposal to lower the price of XRP to 10 cents? A close buddy of mine recently predicted that XRP would once again drop to 10 cents. I like this friend's opinion and consider his technical analysis. But during the previous bull run, he made several disastrous predictions and suffered severe losses. I'm curious about the logic behind his claim that XRP future value at 10 cents is obvious and unavoidable. All I can say is that XRP continues to honor key technical indicators and analytical tools, including major Fibonacci retracement levels. However, resuming trading at 10 cents has no connection to any Fibonacci retracement objectives or other indicators beyond the expression of personal opinion. I am willing to consider any suggestion. Cryptos can still drop, and it can drop hard due to such events, but not to such low levels. My friend is stating, the only reason to drop to such low levels is regulations, or in fact, unfair regulations. Because their typical players, banks, institutional investors, hedge funds, etc., would deliberately crush it to buy cryptos as cheaply as possible. If this happened, I would buy the crap out of the dump. It's important to keep in mind that this is the first time that individual investors are outpacing large institutions. In sum, a drop in XRP value to 10 cents is technically impossible. Additionally, no definitive technical indicator suggests these low prices will persist. Black swan events associated with unjust regulations make the possibility of prices below 10 cents real. However, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to purchase. And this is something I've mentioned previously. I mean this in a literal sense because I haven't purchased XRP since early October of 2020. The reason being that I spent way too much money. After that, I told Matt, hey, you've got a problem, you've got an XRP buying problem, and you can either knock it off your CD or go get the group healthcare snuck in. Since then, I have not invested any more money into it, and it remains my single largest asset. In any case, I'm content with that. Yes, I'm happy I took the plunge. But I had to kind of tap the brakes back at some point. Okay. Still, even with my possessions, which are, to my mind, quite sizable. If we're talking about XRP prices in the teens again, I might start to take notice. If I saw XRP for 15 cents or 16 cents or 17 cents, I could be tempted to purchase some, despite the fact that I have far too much of it already. The higher it goes, the more probable it is that I will sell. As far as I'm aware, the average retail speculator does the exact opposite, which is, in my opinion, a huge mistake. They only do it because they want to, but you already know that. As such, if you're seriously offering 10 cents worth of XRP, count me in. I mean, people, if XRP reaches that value, everything is doomed. What happens to XRP will not occur in a vacuum. So why should I give a damn? Stock market crashes just don't make sense to me. What does that even mean? The stock market never seems to back anything. It's over for the US economy, right? What do you mean by saying that the economy will recover? In other words, nothing lasts forever. It may seem like an eternity, but markets usually recover from dips, whether they last a few months, 6 months, or a year. Always get back up on your feet, unless you're talking about that enough time nonsense that I just don't believe in. However, Egret Crypto also issued a crash warning for XRP in a second tweet, claiming that the structure of XRP was doomed to collapse. And others said this morning that XRP couldn't drop violently, that the XRP army shouldn't panic, and yet here we are. Well, you know what I mean. I have no idea how things will appear. A collapsing structure, as he puts it. He's not referring to a 10-cent amount. Again, I've seen charts from Roba, whose backer you are familiar with the blockchain, in recent films. He's warning you that things could take a turn for the worst, but that it might not be as bad as it seems. So, we shall see what develops. And finally, I noticed a headline of yours today that read, XRP takes hit as traditional investors make U-turn. According to the latest weekly report on digital asset funds from CoinShares, investors have withdrawn over $400,000 from products based on the cryptocurrency XRP in the preceding 7 days. For a while now, XRP has been the go-to choice of institutional investors who want to gain exposure to cryptocurrencies via these products. And here you are, in fact, here you are. The XRP value is clearly negative. However, if you take a look at Bitcoin, you'll see that during the same week, it lost $53.1 million. In my opinion, the recent surge in the value of XRP is more likely due to coincidence than anything else. In addition to crypto, some other areas saw favorable capital inflows as well. However, it will never be the case that every week, despite the fact that our every move is monitored on a weekly basis. It won't be up every week since institutional investors and large corporations act differently than the average lamine retail trader. However, they're all acting in their own self-interest, and we can never hope to fully understand their motivations. However, they make choices that cause outflow. Sometimes, growth isn't linear. Therefore, I will not worry myself silly over it. Because I know that seeing such things can worry some individuals, I felt compelled to address them. Additionally, XRP has been the subject of more unfavorable press as of late. As a result, I decided to dive right in and start fixing the problem. But again, I have absolutely zero concern about this. First of all, I've already mentioned that I don't believe it's going to happen, but I also recognize that crazy stuff happens in life, especially if there's something that initiates this on a worldwide basis. Even so, I won't be terrified. As a result, I seriously doubt that individuals will suddenly decide to stop making use of this fantastic piece of technology. In contrast, price drops don't last forever. Either XRP value will be zero or it will skyrocket. For me, it's a yes/no proposition. To this day, I maintain that view. That's what I'm taking a look at then. You shouldn't buy or sell anything based on what I say because I'm not a financial advisor. And please like and subscribe my channel if you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye.